working for you in the spirit of Arkansas. This is Channel 7 News Good Morning Arkansas in high definition.
I'm not a perfect person. There's many things I wish I didn't do, but I continue learning. I never
Well, you are listening to Hoobastank. That's right, the Grammy Award-winning, Grammy-nominated, multi-platinum selling group is here to play at Juanita's tonight. But first, they are joining us here. Of course, their many hits, Crawling in the Dark, Running Away back in the 2000s, and The Reason, one of their biggest songs as well. They're here to talk a little bit about their soon-to-be-released fifth album, Fight or Flight, and we'll hear more from them coming up in just a little bit. Good. It's the fifth album by Hoobastank. They are here celebrating the album coming out. They're also going to be playing at Juanita's tonight. We want to welcome Dan, Doug, Chris, and Josh of Hoobastank. What an honor to have you guys. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us. I don't mean to be that guy, but his name's Jesse.
It is?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, you know what? The bass player of Earth, Wind & Fire called me Dan Epstein instead of Dan Esther.
Yeah, that's a good story.
Oh,
you know,
no.
at the Grammys.
At the
too.
Grammys.
Well, tell you
Nominated
what.
for this,
slapped the
Dan
crap out of him.
Epstein.
You know the name nobody forgets, though, is Hoobastank, and I think one of our interns wanted to ask you a little bit about the name, right?
That's like been my number one question. How did you get the name Hoobastank?
What did you hear?
Well, one of you couldn't pronounce Hooba Street in Germany, right?
Well, that's one of the stories.
Okay. What's the real story behind Hoobastank?
I think the misconception is that people think that we hear the name Hoobastank and that in our heads we're thinking of something else and not the band, but it really is just the band. It's kind of a word that we made up, not even we did, a buddy of ours in high school, and for better or for worse it stuck,
Yeah.
you know, and if we knew that we'd have to be explaining this, 15, 16 years later, I think we would have chose something else.
You might have picked something a little bit easier.
Yeah,
We did. We didn't even sign a record deal under the name Hoobastank because we were contemplating changing it. So we're just like, we signed the
Just
record deals.
as the members.
Yeah. And then our record company kind of convinced us to keep the name.
Yeah. Well, you guys have been, you've been at it so long. Talk a little bit about how you've changed. How has the group changed and your lives have changed over almost 20 years?
Oh, wow. Well, Jesse has been with us for a few years now, but he's a new member. And I don't know. We've been doing this for literally half our lives. And I don't think it's any more change than most people do from their teens into their mid-30s, But, I've got a wife and kid now, and he's got a couple kids.
Your dad's now,
yeah.
since you started this.
Scary, right?
But you're still rock stars, right?
We try.
Just talk a little bit about the album. You really kind of wanted to do something new that the group had not done before?
Yeah, kind of. I don't really listen to this record and go, man, it's totally new. It still really sounds like us, but there's tons of new elements to the band, number one, like Doug said, Jesse's been with us now for 3 years. He contributes with writing, which is cool, which is the first time that we've had that in a long time. We're on a new label. We did our record in Toronto, which was different for us. We normally do it in LA. I don't know. To me, it has a somewhat of a fresher just sound to it. It's like looking at your kids though and going I like this one more than this one. Or this one, it's hard for me to say. I don't know if anybody else has a better way of explaining it, but.